Welcome all back to Dominant Mets Nation Off-Season Central, episode 19. And we got a very special episode today. It is all about you. Happy Thanksgiving, first and foremost. I hope you and your family are enjoying the day. And I hope that you enjoy the weekend too for all of you who have off. But you know what? That doesn't stop the fact that baseball goes on in the minds of 99.9% of Major League Baseball fans. So today, and I gotta say, today has been a wild day. Rumors swirling on Thanksgiving? Odd. But yes, rumors swirling today on Thanksgiving. Reporters making reports about deals being thrown out there. So we're going to speak about that because that is very, very interesting. And we're going to go over that together, me and you. But first, we're going to talk about a very significant part of the Juan Soto negotiations that I think a lot of Mets fans are concerned about, and other fan bases that are in the Juan Soto sweepstakes, they are concerned about this as well. Um, a host, one of my favorite hosts, Evan Roberts, he addressed this issue on Tuesday, so we're going to go over some of his comments, and I'm going to give you my feedback. Drop in the comments. I like to know your opinions on both topics today. Your opinions mean a lot. You know that. All right, so let's get this started off right. Like, subscribe. Again, happy Thanksgiving. If you haven't followed us on X, it's another good way for us to communicate. Follow us on X at Dominant Mets. Okay, so first, obviously, Juan Soto is the topic of the day, of the week, of the offseason. Oh, also, too, at the end of the video, what I want to do is I want to give you some thoughts that I've been thinking about this Dodgers scenario. The Dodgers, everybody's concerned about the Dodgers signing Blake Snell and the effect going forward long term, what the effects, what the repercussions could be. And honestly, I have a very strong opinion about this because I always felt Steve Cohen could have done what the Dodgers have done in terms of just shelling out contracts, but I think there were reasons why Steve Cohen never went down that road in that aggressive approach, especially right out the box. All right, we'll address that real quickly at the end of the video, a little bonus segment. All right, but first, again, let's get into Evan Roberts. Evan Roberts on his WFAN show, the afternoon drive show, started talking about the potential of the Mets being used. All right, so on Tuesday, Roberts shared that he believes Juan Soto's ultimate goal is to resign with the New York Yankees. Despite numerous leaks surrounding his meetings with other clubs, these leaks are designed to squeeze as much money from the Yankees as possible. This is the belief of Evan Roberts. Quote, my honest perception is I think the Mets are being used, and it scares me, Roberts said via SNY. I think Scott Boras is leaking all this stuff out, and I think Scott Boras has a reason on why he leaks stuff out. I believe and I hope I'm wrong about this. I think that Juan Soto has probably told Scott Boras he wants to stay in New York. That is this is the read I'm getting. He believes, Evan Roberts also goes on to say, he wants to stay with the Yankees. But he's telling Scott now, get me the most money. And I think that's why the Mets are coming out in all these leaks. What leaks are we referring to? Well, the leaks that say that Juan Soto, the only house that he went over was Steve Cohen's mansion, number one. Then you hear and see Juan Soto following all these social media accounts of the New York Mets, owners, players. What is all this hoopla? Is it true or is it a negotiation tactic? I mean, what is the significance of Juan Soto following an Instagram account of the Cohens or of players on the Mets? Is that just to jack up the price? Is that for Hal and all the Yankees executives to say, oh my God, this may happen. He may go to Queens. You best up your offer. Could be, could be. And also, too, and this is what I've been thinking about after the Blake Snell signing. That Blake Snell signing, yes, I think the Dodgers were aggressive, but also if you're Scott Boras, what a motivating event that sends to other suitors of Juan Soto. They see the Dodgers getting better and better and being aggressive. Now this gives them even more a motivation to sign Juan Soto. If you're the New York Yankees, the Dodgers already beat you, and they're going out and making themselves better. Scott Boras is probably licking his, chops. He is so excited. I mean, that was a great move for Blake Snell. A very aggressive move for the Dodgers. But if you're Scott Boras, that one move, especially happening so early in the offseason, really sets the tone. Now other teams are going to have to step up to literally chase the Dodgers. That's my opinion on that. So I think Scott Boras was very happy about that signing. But to get into what Evan Roberts is concerned about, are the New York Mets being used, and are the Yankees the true destination for Mr. Juan Soto? Okay, now throughout this season, Juan Soto has had many opportunities to be real, to kiss the ring of the New York Yankees. He had that opportunity at the end of the season. He had that opportunity at his, introductory press conference. Never did, never did. And I'll tell you this, if he really wanted to be a Yankee, he never really showed it, right? But if his true goal was to be a Yankee, I gotta say Juan Soto is one of the best actors I ever seen, because his body language and his actions kind of showed me that he wasn't so convinced that the Yankees were his destination. Would he go back? Of course he could go back. It seemed like he enjoyed playing in New York, number one. And number two, if the Yankees throw him that Godfather offer, he has no choice. But I don't think the Yankees are going to do that. The Yankees are always very arrogant, and they always say, hey, you know what? This player, if they want to come to the Bronx, tradition, legacy, they're going to have to take less. Another thing that we must consider with this Blake Snell contract that Scott Boras is smiling is that the Dodgers have outshined the Yankees. They have out-Yankeed the Yankees. 25 years ago, the Yankees were the team, the big bad Yankees throwing money around. Does this signing motivate the Yankees to say, you know what? Hell with it. The Dodgers are going way ahead of us. They're not the big bad Yankees. We are. So, I mean, I could see why a guy like Evan Roberts would be a bit worried, but I don't think his concern about the Mets being played is valid. I don't. I really don't. I think Juan Soto is genuinely interested and was always interested in potentially playing for the New York Mets. He always spoke fondly about hitting in Citi Field. And if he was playing, like I said, if he's been playing this up for years and years, you give this guy an Oscar. I don't believe it, folks. I believe he's genuinely interested. I believe he wants a relationship with Steve Cohen, his owner, his partner. And I think that Steve Cohen really has the ability to do something special here. He has the ability to take New York back. It's been a Yankee town. It's been a Yankee town since the late 90s. The Mets have tried to steal the town at a couple times in 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, probably 2006 to 2008. Failed. Then they tried to take the town back 2015, 2016. Failed. Now, again, they're trying to take the town back. The last time the New York Yankees had New York City was the mid-'80s. If they sign Juan Soto, The tide will turn. This is why it's such a monumental move for Steve Cohen and the New York Mets. And I wholeheartedly believe, and I know why Evan's worried, because this is what Met fans worry about. We are used to things not working out, but things are different. Times are different. New ownership, new leadership. 5-6 years ago, we were fighting for Dylan Betances as our big signing. That was our big signing. Steve Cohen, in a few short years, brought star power to New York. Has it always worked out? No, but we've seen players come through. Yeah, obviously signed Francisco Lindor, traded for him. Superstar, Verlander, Scherzer has come through. We're in almost every single big free agent. Yamamoto, we were in. We are in everything. Juan Soto, we are going to go down fighting. But things have changed. We are not fighting for the likes of Dylan Betances anymore. We have upped our game, almost made the World Series last year. Folks, it is Thanksgiving, and there's a lot to be thankful for because we have a legit ownership group, legit leaders, we have legit talent, and we have a great future for this New York Mets team, this New York Mets organization. So, Evan Roberts, yes, you are reciting old fears. And at the end of the day, let's just say, you know what? I'm wrong. Mets are being used. Yankees end up paying $750 million. You know what? Good. Steve Cohen will jack up the price for any other suitor. If you're going to take him for the New York Mets, you better take him for more money than Steve Cohen's willing to pay. And I find that hard to fathom. So it better be a pretty penny that takes Soto out of the hands of Steve Cohen. I don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. All right. So that leads us to our next part of the video. If you haven't got a chance to like and subscribe, now's your chance. All right, great. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And today was Thanksgiving, right? Hopefully all of you had a chance to relax, recover. I know you work, and for all of you who did work, don't feel bad. I had to work myself. Then I came home. My wife made me a nice dinner, so I got a chance to relax. So I hope we are all now focused on the free agency because I think it's going to pick up. It's been slow. We've had a lot of our members and I myself, I don't like hearing all the rumors. The rumors, I want to hear more action. If the rumors are going to lead to results, yeah, I'll read into them. But, the last couple of days, we took a break because there were just way too many rumors. And today, there were a bunch of rumors swirling, and let's kind of get into that. Okay. So the rumors revolve around the Red Sox. And the Red Sox, I upgraded. So I had the New York Mets and the New York Yankees as the two front runners. And in the beginning of this whole process, I said probably Toronto is going to give the Yankees and the Mets a run for their money. They're probably the number 3 suitor. Then I learned throughout the process that the Red Sox were the team that Juan Soto grew up with. That was his favorite team. Idolized Manny Ramirez, Pedro Martinez, and David Ortiz. So it kind of really changed my perspective a bit. He had a good meeting in when he met with the Red Sox executives. So I upgraded them to the 3rd favorite, behind the Mets, behind the Yankees. So today, a lot of information came out about the Red Sox and Mr. Juan Soto. So Juan Soto is looking for a deal that obviously could rival the Shohei Ohtani deal from last winter. At least this is what Scott Boras, Juan Soto, are hoping for. The initial reports surrounding Soto's interest in Boston were, again, very positive. He received personal phone calls from David Ortiz and Pedro Martinez, his boyhood heroes. The Red Sox front office sold Soto on the history of Fenway Park, including the longtime success of the left-handed hitters in the ballpark. Very good. For the Sox, the interest in Soto is obvious. He'd be a great fit alongside Rafael Devers and would steal a much-needed weapon from the rival Yankees. Good point. They have little to lose as Boston has interest in adding an ace-level starting pitcher with Soto as well. Okay, so today, rumors circulating on all over Thanksgiving regarding an offer made to Soto. Mike Rodriguez claimed the Red Sox offered Soto a 12-year deal worth over $50 million average annual value. So a 12-year deal at around $50 million a year. That would be in the $600 million range. Then, on top of that, Hector Gomez countered that with reports of a 13-year offer worth $625 million. Incredibly intimidating for the Yankees and Blue Jays, two teams in the mix for Mr. Juan Soto. So what the heck is going on here? In the span of a few short hours, you have Mike Rodriguez claiming the Red Sox offered a 12-year deal worth $50 million, worth $600 million, and then Hector Gomez, all right, I'm going to up you. I got 13 years, $625 million from the Red Sox. The only question, of course, is how close those reports were to the real deal. Well, this particular question was asked to Jeff Passan. You know, Jeff Passan, very, very reliable baseball reporter, and he went on to correct both Rodriguez and Gomez and said it would appear that suggesting no deal is close. No deal is close. And he goes on to say, in quotations, I am thankful for reporters who don't make up stories. End of quote, Passan wrote. I am thankful that Juan Soto has not agreed to any contract, which means you can get off Twitter and go spend the holiday with your family. Happy Thanksgiving. So there you have it. A Soto contract isn't close for now. And Yankee fans don't have anything to worry about. Mets fans don't have anything to worry about. So, I mean, there was a lot of steam. And the reason why Passan did that is there was a lot of steam picking up that potentially these rumored figures were because a deal was actually being worked on, in that it was potentially close. But it seems that these rumors were kind of reminiscent of the Steve Cohen $660 million rumor. Like, it may be true, may not, but it doesn't have any significance toward Juan Soto signing anything in the near future, at least with the Red Sox. So Jeff Passan, nice little swipe he took at the reporters. When he says, I am thankful for reporters who don't make up stories, basically throwing cold water on them, saying, guys, stop making up stories. It's Thanksgiving. Everybody go back to your turkeys. This is not real. This is not happening. So, but you know what? At the end of the day, everybody is looking for attention. Everybody's kind of looking for clicks. And this is why I kind of took a break the last couple of days. Every single day, I'm researching a different kind of like rumor. And I'm like, you know what? Let's look for facts. We did a video the other day when Blake Snell signed that contract with the Dodgers. That was legit news. So that was the insanity of today. So let me get to what I promised you. And again, if you didn't get a chance to like and subscribe, again, you have another good opportunity to do so. So here's what's going on. And I've heard this from a few Dodgers fans. Most Dodgers fans are saying the Dodgers are following the rules. We are just doing we are within the guidelines. We are signing players, deferring money. We are making our team better in every single possibility. We are doing what we need to do to win another World Series. So coming off of winning the World Series and twice since 2020. So they already have 2 World Series in the last 4 seasons. They are a very hot organization. Even before signing Ohtani last year, they won 100 games the year. They won 100 games in 2023. So they were already a very successful franchise with Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, 2 superstars leading their team. Now they added Ohtani and Yamamoto last offseason. This offseason, right off the bat, you got Blake Snell, Roki Sasaki. That could be another addition. But are the Dodgers at risk of breaking baseball? Because that's what I've heard, folks. I've heard that the Dodgers are really skirting the rules, right? Deferring money is something that's not not allowed. It's not allowed. But is it something that will eventually lead to that being banned? Will it eventually lead to a lockout? Will it eventually lead to a bunch of teams complaining about the competitive balance? And at the end of the day, my number one response to the Dodgers moves are, number one, good for them. Good for them. They are taking advantage of a system that they can take advantage of. But on the flip side, I do agree that there are always consequences with every action. Now, if the Dodgers are the only franchise able to do something, there are 30 other teams, right? 29, 30 other teams that aren't doing what the Dodgers are doing. So they are all going to be unified. The Dodgers are essentially unifying MLB against them, right? So we're going to have a problem. But are the Dodgers aware of this? I believe the Dodgers are a very forward-looking organization. Maybe they feel that, hey, you know what? We'll get so much of a head start that no matter what the league installs 5 years down the road, 3 years down the road, we will be so ahead of the game. Our brand will be built that much more. The Dodgers already have a great brand, but before 2020, they haven't won since 1988. Now with their recent wins, their recent World Series wins, that helps them out significantly. Yamamoto, I'm pretty sure he might have been swayed by the fact that the team has a chance to win a World Series each and every year. Couldn't have hurt. Ohtani couldn't have hurt when he was signing that the Dodgers have a chance to win each and every year. Sasaki, I'm pretty sure he's going to say, hey, you know what? Dodgers off my list because they're a World Series favorite. No, I don't think that's the case. I think the fact that the Dodgers have become that front runner by a mile has put him in such a championship position, such a winner's position, advantageous to beat them. And I felt that, Steve Cohen had an opportunity a couple years ago to kind of do this. In fact, he could have done this last year. In my opinion, what if he offered Ohtani $800 million? Or what if he offered Ohtani a contract that didn't have heavy deferrals? Could we have swayed Ohtani to come to New York? And that matter, if Ohtani came to New York, would that have meant Yamamoto came to New York? Would there have been a way where Steve Cohen could have essentially intercepted this dynasty and, sped up the process in New York? Maybe this is the stuff really I think about. I think that the Dodgers have like a mega head start. And the scary thing is, despite the Dodgers potentially having one of the best rotations of all time, folks, all time. I mean, look at their rotation. Shohei Ohtani, Yamamoto, Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, and then they got a bunch of other great arms, and then potentially adding a Roki Sasaki, Walker Buehler, Clayton Kershaw coming back. I mean, it's just insane. A bevy of riches, laughable. But, again, I give them all the credit in the world because they are staying within the guidelines and they are doing a great job. So the Mets can either really kind of step it up or really do it another way. Baseball is always reinvented, but, are the Dodgers creating a situation where they're going to be a World Series favorite for the next 5 to 10 years? I think they're putting themselves in that type of position. So drop a comment below. Drop a comment on anything. Are the Mets being used What do you think about the Red Sox rumors today about Juan Soto potentially signing with the Red Sox? And number three, what are your thoughts about the Dodgers? Are they breaking baseball? All right, folks, thank you so much again. Happy Thanksgiving. I will speak to you all soon. Let's go Mets.